Hi my Stampin' friends, I'm Sandra at artypapercrafters.com, an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today my tutorial for you is this card, which looks fairly ordinary to start with until you realise that it is an easel stand card. Cute little card made with the Daisy Delight designer papers, which are very pretty indeed. And I think it's really lovely, this card. It's gorgeous. So shiny, glittery and gorgeous. And it looks just so elegant. And I love it made with the Calypso coral. But today we're going to make it in Night of Navy. And we're going to use Daffodil Delight ink. That's right, I was right first time. Daffodil Delight ink. So let me show you how I made it. I've used for the sentiments the Big on Birthdays stamp set. I really love this stamp set. Such a huge sentiments, as you can see, and they are gorgeous. All these products that I'm demonstrating today are available to purchase from my online shop at artypapercrafters.com should you need any crafting supplies. So let's get started on our card today. Where will I put that? So we're going to start off with our card. Now for this I have used the thick Whisper White cardstock. I think that for an easel stand card this makes a good sturdy base for our card. Now I'm not going to be able to give you all the measurements today because there are quite a few measurements and it will take me ages to read them all out, but the card base measures 11.5 by 5 3/4 and it is scored at 2 7/8 and at 5 3/4, and that's our card base. There isn't any more scoring to be done, so let's pack that away. So we're going to fold our card in half and burnish that. And then we're going to fold that other score line over to the middle like that and burnish that. And that's the basis of our easel stand. Like that. So now we're going to get all our pieces, and this uses the Delightful Daisy, as I said, DSP. I've used the Night of Navy sheets, so that piece gets layered onto there and goes on the front here. So let's do that now. This is the Daffodil Delight cardstock. Got to have a matching project. And that gets stuck onto the front. So far, nice and easy. And then we're going to decorate the inside. Pretty, this paper, so pretty. And that gets layered onto another piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. And then we're going to put that on the inside of our card. Again, so far so good. Nice and easy. And I don't think it matters which way you have your daisies facing. So that's that so far. Excuse me. Now we're going to do some stamping on our pieces. So let me get my foam mat. As you can see, I've been doing a lot of stamping lately. We'll just use this piece, this side. Let's put this glue away, out of our way. So for the front sentiment, we're using the sentiment that says wishing you a very happy birthday. I'm going to use the Night of Navy ink for that. So I think I'll ink up the stamp, seeing as it's a big old stamp. I'm going to pull you out a bit because I think you might be a bit too close in. So make sure that's good and inked up. And then put that towards the bottom. And line that up nice and central. Stamp down. Press that in the middle. You know, that's so humid today that that's dried out my scrubby mat that I'm using. And then on the top I use this little bow detail, here. And we're going to prep that on a block. Now I've already put my sentiment on there, but no worries, we're going to do that on the top. I don't think you're going to see what I'm doing through that, are you? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp that in a minute, and we're going to stamp our sentiment onto here. So sentiment in Night of Navy as well. And this says, it's your day, eat cake. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat this afternoon, obviously. Stamp that down and up. So now I can take that off, put that away. It's your day. Eat cake. And then I'm going to get these little stars that are in this stamp set, and we're going to stamp those in Daffodil Delight. Oh, pardon my mess I've made there. We're going to stamp them in Daffodil Delight, and we're going to stamp them across the middle and across the middle, just to give a bit more detail. Put that away. So that's that sentiment there. Put that over here. And now let's finish this one that we started earlier. So prepping up this on our H block into the Daffodil Delight. And then lining that up. That just barely fits, but barely is good enough. Like that. That looks cute. Take away our ink. I think we're finished with those. So we get our pieces, and now we're going to layer up our pieces for our easel card. So I've got a piece of gold mirror card. And we're going to layer that up with a piece of Night of Navy. Like that. And then our stamped sentiment. Like that. And then our other three pieces, so our gold mirror board, Night of Navy again, and leaving a 1/8 of an inch border at the top and bottom edge, a sentiment on the top. Lovely, great, fab. Right then, now what you need to do, you need to centre this into the more or less the middle of the card, like I have this one. And we're using dimensionals to put this on, so pull off some dimensionals. And what we need to do is, you need to eyeball where your dimensionals will finish, so they'll finish about there. And this is the bottom piece, so dimensionals there. Put one in the middle. And then you need to work out where the centre of your card is. So holding that up, position that. I've got 4 daisies, so somewhere there. Is good. And I think that's stuck itself, so then that sits up nicely like that. So then to make our easel stand up nicely, we've got our strip across that goes across to support it when it's in the easel stand position. So we put dimensionals across here, and we need 6 for that. So 2 at each end, 1, 2 in the middle, and then looking at this one, I've got about 1/2 inch, I think, from there. Let's just see, that is just over 5/8, so that is where we need to stick this one. So we need to get our little tape measure, measure about 5/8. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then you're lining that up with your Daffodil Delight edge. Make sure that's straight. That looks good to me. And then your card stands up. And to finish it off, I've stamped out a couple of little flowers using my flower shop stamp set and the matching pansy punch, and I've put a couple in the centre. I've put a couple of the gold faceted gems, very pretty gems. I'm going to put a little gold faceted gem in the middle here. So I think this size is perfect. So we're going to stick that in the middle there. That looks nice for a bit of sparkle. And then using a dimensional on the middle of our little flowers, I'm going to, position that there. Same on this one, little dimensional in the middle there. And I'm positioning that so that that just gets caught up on the card before it bends, like that. And don't you think that that looks really sweet, really cute, and so elegant in those colours, don't you think? I love those colours. They are gorgeous colours. I love that navy with that Daffodil Delight. Gorgeous, but they're both gorgeous. Both beautiful, lovely products. Anyway, that's all for me today. If you liked this video, please would you like, share and subscribe, and share with all your friends. I'd be really hugely grateful, and it'll be a big crafty hug from me. Should you need any of these crafting supplies, I'd be delighted if you chose me as your demonstrator, and I'll be back in a couple of days with another project. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.